I have to keep myself hidden so that way when I crop your guys' images for the stream, I can grab your better pictures of your guys' stuff.
Yeah, I just thought I heard like a woman talking in the background or something.
It might be my TV or something. Let me go turn that off.
Yeah, I don't know. I've turned my phone off. I've updated it.
It's not letting you in the room still?
No, it still says I don't have the right version.
Shit.
Okay.
Dougie cannot get it to work.
Yours is totally up to date, Marina?
Yeah? I can check. You want me to check?
I feel like mine
Because it says
mine's definitely up to date because I'm using PC.
It says that yours. I'm pretty sure the error that I got says that the game was created using another version.
Does it say like mine's showing 6.30? I think is my version.
Yeah, mine too. Mine too.
What does yours say?
It's in the top left-hand corner right above account on the main menu.
There you go. Let's get the music bumping.
2021.
Dennis McClain, what's going on, buddy? You hanging out with Trainer? What's good, man?
I don't know.
Oh, we're live right now?
Yeah. Yeah, we're live.
Oh my. I didn't know that. We're like trying to figure out like Doug and his like situation.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll get it. What version does it say your thing is?
Um.
And what's the room code, Marina?
Oh, I need to make a new one.
21.4.1. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's old.
I think it's old, man.
Try uninstalling and reinstalling. See if that does it. Like remove the app and re-add it. Kyle Miller, what's going on? How are things in your neck of the woods? Happy. Is today Saturday? Happy.
It's Sunday.
It's Sunday. Oh my God. Viking
Oh
Overlord
my
Gaming Among Us. Yes, we're doing it.
I just put the name in the chat on Twitch. KPQLMF.
Let's get in there. I like how they keep making the game look better.
I do like that too. Dougie, how's it going?
I'm downloading.
You can public it and we'll make it we can what's it called? We'll get him in on the next round. Kyle
Yeah,
Miller, not bad, just chilling. Nice, nice. Fan of that. Has everyone in chat had a great weekend?
We had a great weekend, but we'll talk about that further into the stream.
Oh yeah, it's been quite a weekend for us. Actually,
It's been quite a
I was gonna say
weekend.
quite a week. I would say that it's been a
Quite
very
a
much
week
quite a week.
and upcoming weeks.
Yeah.
So what's the thing?
KPQ LMF.
KPQ LMF.
Yup. Yarp.
Yeah, like K-pop queen LMF, and then. not
hey, there I am.
Hey, there it goes. Are you Riddell
You
or
did
Alley
it.
Cat?
Why am I Riddell?
Is that your name?
No, I didn't put that.
I think you should keep it, Doug.
You gotta make it. I can't remember what your name was, Doug.
Hi, buddy. Come here.
It was in my mouth.
Hey,
Hey.
say hi to my little niece.
Howdy, howdy.
Hey, this is Aria.
Aria, how you doing?
Say wave to people. Hey, what up?
How's it going? She can't hear us probably because you got your headphones in.
Okay, go play. Yeah, I got my headphones.
Yeah.
Doug, you didn't tell us you're a dad.
Daddy Chi
No,
Town.
Daddy Chi-Town. No, that's Raleigh's little kid.
Nice.
I'm like scrolling the chat right now a little bit.
Yeah.
Asylum
You wanna look at
Junior,
it now?
hey, what's going on? How are things?
Nick,
Viking.
look at the group chat on the game for a sec.
Let's see what it says.
Wait, how do I change stuff?
Oh yes, you got the guns. Viking Overlord Gaming, I have a question. Was going to ask elsewhere, but I never got an answer from anywhere, so I guess I'll ask here. We would love to answer your question.
Hey, hey, hey.
Oh, hey.
Are you guys
Yes.
racist? Because I'm gonna lose my mind if another person calls me the N-word.
Oh, do they call you that?
What?
In
What?
the
Nice?
chat? Nice.
Nice. You're very nice.
You're so nice.
We are nice.
I don't discriminate.
I can't even spell today. There we go.
More.
Sending good vibes out there.
know
Silent
what I
Jr.,
find
how's the Halloween cover going? Oh, we can talk about that.
Oh, girl, it's going so good.
Yeah, for those who do not know, we've been working on a cover of a beloved Halloween movie.
Halloween song.
Yep. Yeah, so we were actually in the studio with our good friend and producer Felix Nieto on which days?
Tuesday and Wednesday.
Tuesday and
Yeah.
Wednesday. So
And
we got
I popped
vocals
my
and drums.
tire.
And then
Nick,
you're-
can we just talk about how this week I recorded vocals for that song? I popped my tire, I busted my knee, and I played Baltimore Soundstage.
that's a week. You're living the dream.
What is going on?
You were living the dream.
I'm living the dream, man.
But it's been I think it's been a good exciting week.
Nice.
I agree. I've had a good time.
We've done a lot of cool stuff.
I'm such a fan.
Such a fan of us as a band.
Such a fan of what we do.
I just like what we got
Just as a
going on.
collective. Yeah, just as a collective, you know. Nice.
I'm also a pretty big fan of what we do. I would listen to our music if I wasn't making it. But I wouldn't like it as much if we weren't making it, so.
Yeah, I
That's
like what
very
we
true.
do.
Yeah, I'm in. Oh, are we going?
Yeah, we're playing.
Yeah, we're in.
Oh.
You just been like sitting there.
Well, yeah, I didn't know. You didn't say go.
It's not.
No tag backs.
Oh my god. Yes, the Halloween cover is going great. Oh, god damn it. Hold
Wait till
on.
you guys hear the drums on this thing.
Yeah, they're tasty.
They
Tasty
changed this.
ball.
Viking Overlord Gaming. I was wanting to interview you guys. If it was possible, I sent out a DM on your Twitter. Was told to send an email. I did. We will check our email on that. But yeah, we like doing interviews and stuff. We will make sure to check. We're actually pretty bad about checking our email, and I think part of this is my fault because I will tend to read emails and not mark them as unread.
And
What was
You gotta not do that, man.
you gotta not do it because when I see it like blank like that, I assume that it's like either like been taken care of or it's not important.
Yeah, I assume it's taken care of. You were
Right.
not, Nick. You were
definitely
not,
a nav?
You were so not. I totally think it was you.
I think you're wrong.
I think it was small peep. I think it was small peepee.
Is that small? It's small. God
Am I
damn it.
wrong? I was right. I thought I saw you running away. I was like, I gotta focus.
Yeah, shoot us another email just because it's we'll I don't know which one to go back and look on, and we'll see if we can make the interview thing happen. I know this month is a bit crazy because we're going to a music conference
is.
and we're in the studio and we are. What else are we
Mhm.
doing? We have something
Festival.
else,
We're going to Riot Fest.
and we're going actually to Riot Fest. This
Yeah.
we're going as just fans of music to go see Slipknot.
Yeah, because we like
Well,
bands.
we're seeing many other bands besides Slipknot.
No, it's only about
No,
Slipknot.
it's just
even
Slipknot.
though even though they only got announced on the festival like a week ago.
Yeah, we knew it would
We've had
happen.
the-
That's why we got
We were.
tickets. It's not so that I could see a band that isn't gonna go there anymore.
I mean, honestly,
so
for all the bands that dropped off, just getting Slipknot, it's worth it.
Oh yeah, totally.
No, it's
100%.
not.
That is gonna be one way to end that festival, man. I mean,
Yep.
I'm excited.
Asylum Junior. So you're working on a game that you're designing. Todd, what kind of game are you designing? We also got Sunshine. How's it going, Sunshine?
Hi, Sunshine.
We miss you.
Miss Bunches.
Asking when our next gig is.
Pennsylvania.
It's
This
next week,
right?
This technically
Thursday.
This week? Yeah,
Thursday. Yeah.
Thursday,
No, Friday.
Friday, right?
Friday. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Friday.
So anyone that's going to be in the Pennsylvania, it's Lancaster, right?
Yeah, Lancaster.
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 Yeah, I'm that'll be a fun one. So it's a music festival called Launch, and we've played there before, and I think we've been there multiple times, just going because it's such a cool networking event.
It is.
Nice to meet other people that go through the pain
Are
that we
you-
do.
I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, that would suck.
Wouldn't it be funny if you got booted?
If I got them both right, I'd be the hero of the fucking game.
Someone
Why did you vote for me, Doug?
What? I voted for you. Are you
Oh,
small?
you didn't vote for me.
Are you small
Why did you
peepee?
vote for me?
I voted for small
Oh,
people.
Merv.
I was wrong. Damn, I was wrong. Well, I accomplished all my tasks. I'm
Monica
sorry.
Fuentes, how's it going? How are you? Matthew King Alexander, how is life? How are you doing, good sir? Very cool stream. Never heard of Among Us, but there's always a first for everything. Yeah, it's a fun, very fun game. For those who don't know, Among Us is where, if you've been watching, I've been doing a poor job. We have a bunch of imposters and a bunch of crewmates, and the imposters have to sabotage and kill people, and the crewmates got to figure out who the imposter is. It's like that movie with Kurt Russell, The Thing, but with small, squishy, rainbow-colored dudes.
You know what the biggest sin of this game is? That I can't wear the goggles and the banana on my head.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
You
I'm sure there's a
could,
price
Doug.
point.
But you're just not committing enough. Have you guys seen those YouTube videos of people like from last year that were like playing Among Us in real life?
No.
No.
Those look so fun. Like some like people will put together like an entire thing in some big house or something like that, being like, do this task or whatever. And there's gonna be like hiding spots and like camera places and shit like that where you can like look at people from only certain areas or it's so weird and you have to run away. And then you get to like fake stab them if you're the imposter.
Nice.
How do I change my name? I don't want to be Riddell.
You go
In the
on
top right, I think there's
computer.
like a. Actually, maybe you have to do that before you get into the game. But
I think I do.
Can we talk about the guy who just joined, whose name is Bieberhole?
I like that.
Randall Martin, love
Okay.
hanging out with y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out.
Thank you.
So we're multi-streaming on 3 different platforms right now. We're on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch right now. So if you're following us on one, we'd love to see you on some of the others too. We post unique content on each of the platforms that you only can find if you're following us there.
This is so true.
Monica, I love seeing you guys grow as a band. Us too.
How do you guys think we've
Nice.
been growing and changing and
So
stuff?
nice. So nice to hear.
I think we've grown quite a bit,
Yeah.
both in size and in shape.
And in stature.
I just think, we're just coming into our own and we're writing better music. So there's that.
Yeah.
I think that's where it starts, We put a lot of work into this record and
Brian
I think
Edelman,
it's gonna show.
following you guys on. What the fuck is O2?
Oh my god, what was that?
What? Did you see somebody die?
No, I got killed.
Oh.
Were you
Poor
purple?
Doug.
I didn't even see it coming.
Well, don't tell us who killed you.
No, I
Brian
won't do
says,
that.
"What's up?" Adam Yateem, do you realize me? I do know what that means, but we are very happy that all of you guys are here in the chat. Jeremy Plort, love the new CD. It's amazing. Ah, yes. For some of you guys that don't know, we dropped a new CD back in June, right? Was it June?
Yeah.
June.
June 18th.
June 18th. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Jeremy,
all those
what
songs
is
last
your
night.
tell us some of your favorite songs off that album? We'd love to hear
We like to know.
it. So when
We
we
like
write
to know
more,
the
we write.
So maybe we can write more like that one.
And you can't
People
say they're
voted
all
for
good.
Yellow.
We know they're all good. Yeah. We hope they're all
People
good.
voted for yellow. What's wrong with yellow? Also, I look dead right now. Like, oh my god, my makeup after yesterday just like still kind of on my face. Guys, talk about my hair yesterday. My face.
You look like you were bleeding the whole time.
So like yesterday after the show was over, so I just re-dyed my hair like on Friday. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh wow.
I just re-dyed my hair on Friday, so it's still like really like all over my hair right now, the dye. and I sweat during our show on Saturday, and I had red dye all over my cheeks.
It looked like
from
you
my
murdered
sweat.
someone. It was awesome.
Yeah, it did. It looked like Ronald McDonald slapped you in the face. It was awesome.
Ronnie D.
I've had it.
Right. But it got worse like after the show, obviously, because of the sweat. So it like went down. You had the chin strap going on.
There you go.
I kind of did. Oh my
Sass
god.
Beard. Hey, look, it's the best band.
Ooh, where are they at?
Did My Chemical Romance join the chat?
So true.
Get it?
Because it's Maria.
No,
Get it?
literally
Get
last
it?
night I fell asleep with my hair down last night, you guys, and my
Same.
hair was like
I
on
did
my
the same
neck like
thing.
this. And it turned my whole neck red, so I woke up and it was like I looked crazy.
Great ones. Nickelback, is that you?
Hey,
I'm a
Nick
fan.
and Maria knows this. I'll always sing the praises of the mighty Nickelback.
I put the Nick in Nickelback.
You do. You
Yeah,
absolutely
contrary.
do.
Jeremy Plore, I love them all. Oh, nice.
Oh, it's special. I like that.
Oh god damn it. It was one of you people.
Yeah, it was one of these.
It was
people.
someone on the plane or spaceship or whatever it is.
Spaceship.
Oh my god. I didn't even know who did that. I'm just gonna comment in Maria's chat. Red? Everyone, favorite Nickelback song on 3.
Ooh, God, just don't do that to me. It's so hard.
I know.
Shoot.
1, 2, 3. Never Again.
Really? You like Never Again?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Actually, no. I
mean,
like Too Bad.
So,
Too Bad. Too Bad's my favorite.
Dude,
It's too
so
bad,
good,
it's too
man.
bad.
So good.
They're all gonna vote me off. I'm such a bad. I didn't even lie, dude. It was not me.
Was it you, Marina?
Vote me off.
Well, if they're all
Huh?
voting for you, I might as well.
It wasn't
Oh,
me.
never mind.
Oh,
Oh.
Saving Me is a good one. Great tone.
They
It's a
did
great
believe
song.
me.
Say it if it's worth saving me.
Shit.
That is a good song.
Oh, it's so good, man. That acoustic guitar riff, man.
Dude, You know, also is really good that that song on fire, or whatever it is. That was a great one.
I literally didn't do it, you guys. I didn't do it. I almost hope I get killed for my innocence.
That was a great song. Far Away. There we go. This is how you remind me. That is a classic.
Doug, Nick, I didn't even kill you.
Why?
Didn't even kill you.
Are you
It's
supposed
not
to?
me. I'm just trying to say it's not me. I feel like I'm gonna get sus really hard.
I feel like we split up, which is dangerous.
Well, they added a new task. That's kind of cool.
What the fuck's going on with the doors?
Somebody's locking a bunch of the doors.
I'm hearing that Nickelback. How You Remind Me. That was a good song.
Yeah, great one.
Is the person's name Bananas? Oh, it's got
I mean-
M. How do I...
I'm just enjoying that small PP is still in.
Smol. S-M-O-L.
And I like- And hats off to Bieber Hole and
Stuck in
Molly Copter.
Sexarity.
I'm gonna vote for light blue because I actually think it was light blue.
Don't lie to me, Marina.
It's literally not me, I swear to God. And they voted for you. I like how
Wow.
I was the one who
Wow.
like guessed wrong.
Why would they vote for me?
Because it was you, wasn't it? It was you.
That's how you play imposter. You see me,
You
I was
suck
in
so
there.
bad.
I was there.
That was good though.
That was a good
really
round. That was a great round.
I didn't suspect you for a second.
No, I've been learning from my mistakes. So Marina, do you want to tell them what we've been up to, what we did the past day? Eddie Burton is Small Peepee. That's an awesome name.
Yesterday.
Yeah, what did we do yesterday?
Yesterday, we played at Baltimore Soundstage with Any Given Sin, which we love Baltimore Soundstage. We've all been to so many shows there. It's like a staple venue in our area, you know? So every time we get to play there, it's like so dope. We had a really great time. Like, my knee was all busted, but I still felt like really good about the show.
Yeah.
How about you guys?
It was a fun one. It was
always fun.
It was a lot of good. It was a really good time. All the other opening bands were fantastic. It was just like all of us because there's like 2 green rooms back there, one for the headliner and one for all the other bands, and it was like a steamy, sweaty backstage experience just because there was like it was just such a good time, and there were Subway sandwiches, so I was kind of happy.
Doug, the game is starting again.
Oh, cool.
I feel like I have to like tell you.
Yeah, I need a countdown.
Yeah, it was really fun. All the bands were really good. I feel like we were put on with bands that like at least in the past I wouldn't have normally gotten put on a gig with.
Yeah, I was a fan. All the other bands were awesome. Sunshine, what is your favorite venue? So I guess I'm gonna interpret this as 2 separate questions. Our if there's like a venue we could play anywhere, and then our favorite venue that we've played.
My favorite venue that I've ever been to. Oh. Wow.
That you played.
That I've played. Honestly, fucking Farm Brew Live, Nick.
Farm Brew Live is cool.
That place was so chill. Like, oh my god, the green room was really nice. Like, I just love that place. What else? I really liked the stage at Rockfest because I had kind of like a runway. That was fun. I like
cool.
good, interestingly shaped stage. How about you guys?
Favorite venue I've played.
Oof. It's tough. It's tough. When it comes to venue layout, Farm Brew Live's pretty cool. I like.
Are you sure?
Man, I don't know. Soundstage is really cool.
I mean, that stage is, I mean, not to pun the name, but the stage is really, really cool.
Oh, there goes Dark Green.
I don't know. I'm surprised you guys didn't say Fishhead.
Fishhead is not the coolest one. Oh my god, are you kidding?
Does Fishhead have they have good sushi though?
They do have surprisingly good sushi. I didn't know if I could trust it, but like, it's good. I really liked having sushi before a concert. Like, I felt very fancy that day.
I don't know. I'm just gonna throw this out there. We recently played there in April, but the venue that we're about to play, because we're going back there September 30th. Dude, Decibels, that stage for that venue, you look at the outside and you're like, there's no way this place is gonna be cool. And then like you like walk in and it's like this beautiful like
yeah, I'm a fan.
Like state, yeah, it's
That
and the sound guy there was amazing. I mean, I go based off of like how I felt like the sound guy treated us.
Yeah, that's big.
Yeah.
You can get good sound, especially because we need some production value in our stuff.
Yeah, it's not so cut and dry with us anymore. So
right.
No, Decibels was really, really fun. It's also just such a weird place because it's like in the middle of Indiana and shit. And like, it's really nice. Like from the outside, it looks really weird. And then you get to the venue part and it was honestly really freaking nice looking. And then you go into the other room, the bar, and it's this like dive bar where it's like everybody's smoking and like playing pool and shit.
Yeah.
It's a really weird place.
I also like, how did no one get it that it was green? Green voted me out off the bat and no one.
I don't know.
It was yellow for me.
Yeah, right when you said yellow watched me scan after the liars said they saw me kill, I was like, all right, come on.
Come on now.
Come on now.
Liar.
There's so much deceit happening.
So much deceit. You can't trust anyone these days.
But the venue that I want to play, that I've always wanted to play since I was a kid, I mean, you could talk about like crazy venues, like everybody wants to play Red Rocks, and everybody
Wembley.
wants to, yeah, exactly. Those are just like astronomical dreams, like. But for me, like realistically, I'd love to play the Metro in Chicago.
Yeah, I'm not
Just
familiar with it because
because-
I'm not from Chicago.
Well, just because just the iconic acts that have just like cut their teeth in
Mhm.
that place. Like, I mean, you're talking about like, you know, that's where like when Nirvana was coming to the Midwest, like when they were coming up, that's where they were playing. Like,
There's a venue in Hoboken, New Jersey
Yeah.
that I played at, where Nirvana played at, which was wild. And stepping on the same stage that Nirvana was is
yeah,
that's a weird feeling because it's like I don't belong here. We are not worthy.
we're not worthy. Yeah.
Ooh. Easy, easy. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I think I'd really like to play. Have you guys been to Echo Stage ever?
Yes.
Echo Stage is
Cool.
such a cool spot,
Cool one.
dude. Like, oh my, it's huge. It's just absolutely
Yeah.
enormous.
There's a new one in DC that's next to the Anthem. It's like their little venue called Union Stage. I want us to play that.
I've heard of that place. I haven't really
It-
been there though.
It's right down the street from. So they made a small venue next to like the Anthem. So it's like kind of like the size of. It's kind of sound stages. But it's in
Yeah.
DC. Yeah, super cool. I want
Ram's Head
I
would be
wanna-
cool. I feel like that's the last place in venue where I've been like really dying to play. Like Ram's Head would be neat.
Hello,
yeah,
I'd like
9:30 Club.
Yeah, 9:30 would be great if we got the
9:30.
call on that.
I did a
9:30 would like just really establish us as like. I mean, I know you don't like DC, Doug, but like a DC native. Like I fucking love DC. I want to be like the 9:30 Club local dude.
that would be cool.
Except I don't like DC. I mean, I lived in DC for 5 years, like in it. Like I lived DC. I mean, I
You live,
got my
like,
fill of
in Germantown.
what? I lived there for a year
Really?
before I.
You're
before
in
I-
Arlington, right? Or Alexandria,
but
one of the
be-
two.
But before,
Yeah.
before I met Nick, like I lived in Columbia Heights. I lived in Petworth. I lived in what other neighborhood? I lived in Shaw for a year. Yeah, I lived right in the city. So I mean, I can definitely talk about DC and what I like and don't like about it.
I got to
Right.
do a filling gig for one of my buddies. He was actually at our show last night. Buddy Drew from the band The Split Seconds, and we got to play the Black Cat, which was so cool.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the, I don't know. You think of like a DC venue that's like
Right.
fucking real cool.
Well, you think about it because the only reason that place is still, if it wasn't for Dave Grohl, that place wouldn't be open anymore.
Yep.
He
Those are the
literally
facts.
funds money into it so it stays open because it's such an iconic like punk
Yep.
venue.
Dude, those like the black and white checkerboard floors on there is
Yeah.
such a iconic place.
Mm-hmm.
Who? It's funny as hell too. Another kind of Northern Virginia native that was came out of the air was Jason Richardson. Actually, used to live in Manassas,
Yeah.
which is funny.
Yeah.
And that guy's
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
that guy's
fun
fantastic.
story. When we did the first EP, we were walking into the studio as he was walking out, like doing his like debut like solo record. And like I heard some of the stuff that he was doing, and I was like, at the time, I was like, somebody could be that good at guitar.
Yeah.
Like freaking
Unreal,
nuts, man. Like,
unreal. Makes me want
Yeah.
to practice.
oh my god, right?
Small PP voted for
Small.
me.
It's small. Great one. I've heard mixed things about DC. It's a city. I've lived in the New York area.
Yeah.
I've lived in, it's like anywhere else. Great places, shitty places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I liked it. Don't get me wrong. I lived there for a long time. I had my fill, and like And DC is also like one of those places where it's like, nobody's really from DC.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's like actually from there,
Eat a lot of transplants.
I'm from
Yeah.
here.
and- I mean, yeah. Okay, Marina is actually a DC resident. I'll give her that. But like, a lot of people aren't, and there are a lot of transplants, and the big thing there is like a
True.
big thing there is like what do you do? What do you do? What government agency do you work for? Like
That is
you know,
actually pretty like you're not
it's,
wrong there.
it's very suit. I'll say that, very suit. It's not punk rock like it was.
I'll
in the
say it
70s.
smells a lot better than New York City because I used to live in the Jersey side. It just smelled everywhere.
Hey, do I
First
need
city-
to go back in?
Yeah.
What's the
I will say though,
passcode?
Jersey has an awesome music scene too. I'm a fan of it.
The room is full.
Oh, well.
Boot someone.
Well, let
yeah,
me
boot
like.
someone. What's the passcode? Oh, I got it. KP.
How do I boot someone?
Oh,
All right, Joel.
sorry. This is.
KPQ LMF.
There I am.
There you. God damn it. Is that you that we booted, Doug? Did we boot Doug last round? Like
You probably did.
we
You
thought he was an
probably
Are you
imposter.
in here? Wait, are you
Yeah.
Yeah, he's here.
Yeah. I'm
He's the
I'm
guy that we
Liddell.
kicked out. We thought he was an imposter. The name, remember?
here? You guys see my dog staring at me?
I see
I'm
it.
Yeah, I do.
That's
I'm
not
J-
Toby. That's my other dog.
Yeah. Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie.
I thought its name was Paul. Oh no, that's our
Not Paul.
drummer. Shit.
Dude, when I did get him though, I remember I texted you guys all a picture of him, and Paul was like, "You should name him Paul."
I mean that's a great name. Good
It
for
looks very
people.
cool.
Like,
Good for dogs.
anytime anybody like is having a baby or like is getting a pet or something, he goes, "You should name it Paul." It's so freaking funny.
We got some questions in the chat from Eddie Burton. Question from Marina: how long did it take you to learn to sing? I'm taking lessons from a music school and was curious.
I don't know, you guys. Can I sing?
I mean, it's
I
technically
think
me
you
in the
can.
studio that does it all, and Marina lip syncs lip syncs
Yeah.
live. You know,
Marina's
Well,
just the
here's the thing, I'm like-
overdubs.
Am I the one that you should be asking here? Like, clearly, like, Doug is the singer of the group.
Right.
I think.
Right,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
I mean, we all
No,
pretty
I
much
don't- I
took
don't-
turns giving Marina lessons.
I
Here's
think,
what I
like-
will. Yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, because I think you have definitely improved over this record cycle, and it just shows because everybody that I've come in contact to, especially this past 48 hours with us playing, has said like just out loud, just like how much like you've just like improved throughout like this process. So I mean, it's actually really cool to see in real time.
Yeah.
Sweet. It's an interesting question because, like, the only way that you can really get up on stage and like do it is if you think you're good at it. But like, you're never really good at it. Like, you only really get good when you improve, and the more you improve, like, the better you are. So I don't really know when I started to realize that I wasn't like awful anymore, but I think whatever stage you're at with singing, like, being good, it just depends on like how much you know about what you're doing,
Mm-hmm.
and that just comes with experience. So I would just keep at it, honestly, and don't ever think that you're just done improving, because you're not. I didn't think I was gonna sound like this like 2 years ago. My voice has changed a lot, so you gotta be open to it.
Mm-hmm.
The
That's
singing
beautiful.
thing, it's a good time. I enjoy singing. It's my favorite.
Yeah, and I mean, you can tell that you do enjoy it on stage. When I'm up there with you, you know that you like doing it, so that's always cool to see.
For
Yeah.
sure, I have a great.
These are
time
the
doing it.
facts. Those are the
Oh
facts.
man, I got killed.
Doug got beefed.
Doug you got beefed.
He
Was
not by
that a-
beef.
was
Beef.
that a-
Beef is dead. Kyle Miller. I lived in West Orange,
Okay,
New Jersey. It was
okay.
pretty awful. I grew up in California, much better than New Jersey. Yeah, I lived up in like Teaneck, Hackensack. Me and Doug got killed. Whoa.
We did.
Oh, did you? When you said beefed, I was like, confession.
Yeah, right. Try charging me. It was a murder suicide.
Murder suicide.
Let's play a song, Nick.
All I can play is Wunderwall. Great one,
Wunderwall.
290. Oof,
Yeah.
executed. Yeah, that was
You
bad.
get,
Uh,
you
Yep.
get Wonderwall or you get American Pie.
You
What-
get
take your pick.
sometimes you get both. Oh boy,
I like how Big D is an orange one with a poop on his head.
that is pretty cool. I thought it was chocolate ice cream. Oh, he got yeeted.
Dang.
Got yeeted.
I still have scan, so like, come watch me scan, you guys.
I'll come watch.
You're a ghost, you useless ghost.
I'm a ghost.
Wow.
You
Wow.
useless ghost.
So while we're hanging here, we got a bunch of people hanging in the chat. If you got any questions, this is kind of like a little ask us anything. You know, we'll answer
will
whatever
answer it
questions we
honestly.
can. Yeah, we'll give you the inside scoop. You want to know Paul's pre-show rituals? We'll tell you.
Oof, oof.
Paul says you should name it Paul, and that's what Paul says.
I never walk into the room during his pre-show rituals.
Yeah, no, they're tough. My pre-show, Doug knows my pre-show ritual involves going to a certain sandwich shop.
Subway.
Dude, Nick, why are you so weird about Subway?
So here's why, because
Subway
it's not great, but I know what I'm gonna get, and
What
it's
do you
just
get?
like, well, I get the same things, but it's like I know it's not great quality food, but I know
Dude, I
it's,
think it's
I know
terrible.
I know there's probably not rat droppings in it, maybe, I don't know,
Right.
and it's just
I
it's
don't
cheap,
know.
it's great, so that's my.
I don't think I can do Subway anymore, man. I think it got tainted for me, like starting last
Nick,
night.
you, like, really
Unfortunately,
beat
we
the Subway out of
we
me
will be
sometimes.
doing Subway very often, because
Oh,
that's how it
God.
always has been.
You know, I kind of low-key have to agree with you, Nick, because like end of the day, a sandwich is a sandwich,
Yeah.
and like
You
always know
make
you're
it.
gonna
You
get
get to
the
pick
sandwich
your
when you walk out of
ingredients.
there.
If you fuck up the sandwich, it's your fault.
A sandwich is a sandwich. Did I hear that?
Yeah, and you know what? A sandwich is always a trustworthy lunch. It's filling. It's got a lot of flavor.
Especially if it's from
Like-
Subway.
Well, I mean,
got bread.
look, all sandwiches aren't created equal. I'm just saying it.
I
Like-
agree, but like bread and like meat and cheese. Like,
Yeah, but I
is
feel like
there
if you
something
can't make
wrong with
something that is pretty good with the ingredients in front of you at Subway, you know, maybe you deserve a shitty lunch.
You know what? I don't agree with that, to be honest. I do not agree with that one. That's a hot take, Nick, and like I'm just gonna.
All right, here's an easy, quick one. I'm gonna skip ahead. Randall Martin, DC subway system versus New York City subway system. What do you think is better? DC, hands down. Not even a
DC?
question.
It's
Not even close.
Not even a
Yeah.
question, dude.
Dude,
Close.
DC's is climate controlled. They have USB if you know where to look on them, and you're not allowed to pee on them.
And most of them are new.
Yeah,
At this
And there's less crazy people.
yeah,
Yeah,
and the whole metro system itself makes sense.
it does.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
does.
you're
You don't
allowed to just
have to
pee on the
go to
subway in New York
Mapfre
City. I
skills
think that's a real
School
thing.
to like,
Are you talking
Yeah.
about Subway and the Metro?
Well, the subway in New York City. That's how it
Okay.
got transitioned to there.
Yeah.
So now we're talking about subway to the different subway systems. You know.
Oh,
Yeah. You thought we were
Jeez.
talking about the sandwiches in DC verse.
I thought you were kind of in a mixture of both.
Talking about subway
not
versus
gonna lie.
metro. Yeah.
I'm hungry. Like we gotta stop soon because I'm starving. Because my head is in sandwich land right now. And I'm
Sandwich
gonna, like,
land?
die.
Do you want to get
I also
subway?
have no idea.
We had a
Is- is
question
Nick a sub for
from Great One 290. Favorite CA song? Ooh. Make us pick which
Kerosene
one of
were
our
the only
kids.
ones. Kerosene and the only ones are my favorites.
I can get behind that.
I like.
I like.
I mean,
I don't know. Like to me,
I don't know.
I like kerosene. Probably might be a
Kerosene,
favorite, and then
yeah.
Who Are
It's a
You Now
crowd
is my
favorite.
second favorite.
Probably
What?
favorite.
But then the only ones is
play
right up there
live the
too.
most- What we
I
like,
like-
to play live the most is like kind of, I guess, where I get those answers from,
Me
because
too.
I can't really pick like a favorite on the album, but I can pick like which ones feel really good and fun to sing live. And the
Yeah,
only ones
sure.
is like a fun like move and challenge, and it's like so like it's almost like bluesy. It's like the bluesiest one we have almost.
Mhm.
Like I don't know. Just
The only ones
with-
might be my favorite one to actually. Oh, I like kind of from the guitar perspective. I like playing the verses. I don't know if I like playing the part because the parts I play in the chorus are very leady and notey, and they kind of hang out. But the solo's ripping. I do like that one.
That solo is badass. You fucking slayed that solo the
That
other
was a
night.
good
And I like
one.
turned. I looked at you like after that solo was. I was like,
My
Snap.
favorite part of playing any of our live songs is the pre-chorus to Sanity and Madness. That bam
Yeah.
down down ticka 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 ding. Oh, that's such a groove. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Dude, when we get into that part, I'm like, yo.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's a really challenging pre-chorus to sing too. Like
Yeah.
there's a lot of like really high notes and then descending things.
That's a good one. I really like that one.
That pre-chorus, I have to like mentally prep myself. That's the hardest part in the song, like
Yeah.
to sing, is the pre-chorus.
I did not know that.
I don't
Which is so weird. The chorus is actually like one of the easiest ones on the whole. Which is kind of why I like doing it so much, because it's like a nice break almost.
When it came to the most fun one to write in the studio, it was definitely the only ones.
Yeah.
Easy,
No, because
hands
it's so
down.
It's so riffy, man. I mean, like I think that's pretty much like how I gauge a song right now too. It's just like how much fun do I have like playing it on stage. So it's definitely the only ones for me. And then like crowd energy, it's Kerosene.
Kerosene. Dude, that breakdown.
Yeah.
So I guess since there was the big curtain on soundstage yesterday, it took everyone a little bit to realize that I was in the crowd during the mosh pit, because I just ran around and I was like getting shoved and I was like, please don't hurt me, because I had my guitar with me. I was wireless. I like jumped down in the mosh pit.
I didn't even know you went down there.
No one did. And eventually in the mosh pit, like, why is that guy holding a guitar?
I was just looking at Paul the whole time.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Like I was looking for you on stage too. I was looking left and right. I was like, I guess I missed it, but you ran off stage and I couldn't
did.
see you in the crowd.
I just bolted. I was like,
Did he
peace.
fall off?
Yeah. That could happen. I should have jumped. I just ran right through the curtain. It was awesome.
Dude, I'm surprised you did that shit. Like that was hardcore.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I was busted yesterday, so there was no way I could do that. But like, Kerosene is like the last couple times we played in Baltimore, that song has started a mosh pit, and that's like I think one of the most rewarding things when you're playing live and like you start a freaking mosh pit.
I'm gonna give credit to what's it called? Nick Judd and my little brother, because they both were like, we're gonna start a pit. I was like,
Dude, yeah,
we will.
Garrett was like, we're gonna fucking like he texted
Garrett,
me like
yeah.
right before I turned off my Wi-Fi or whatever, and got onto the mix Wi-Fi. He texted me. He was like, Nick Judd and I are gonna start a pit. I was like, okay.
All right there, brah.
Bruh.
It was really.
It's
funny,
nice having
honestly.
like a small crew of people that like I know are gonna like bring the energy.
Just go off. It's awesome. It really feels good to have friends who are like supportive like that.
Yeah. Just getting the energy started.
I like friends.
Great one said Sneaky Nook. Yep, that's me. I'm a sneaky.
Doug, did you talk to Seth yesterday?
Did I talk to who?
Seth.
Oh yeah. I quite a bit actually.
I saw
Yeah,
that
so
and I
good-
was
so
like,
good
oh my god,
seeing
you're
him.
talking to Seth, and it like just reminded me of such a short period of time.
Yeah, so good seeing him again. Such a nice kid. I love him.
He's a really good kid. He's really nice.
Yeah, I love
He's
him.
so
He's just
supportive. I
he's so
think
good.
this is like the second or third show of ours he's come to, and he was in the Monster music video too. Like,
He had
He
the longer.
was,
He had
yeah.
like the little longer, shaggy-ish hair, right? Is that him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm an absolute treasure.
yeah, he
names.
played in Echo Heart with me for a little bit, like a short period.
Nice.
Such a good kid. Love him. He's just so nice.
That was a good time. You know what my highlight
Yeah.
of what's it called? Me watching stream. Oh. Probably should boot
I
me if
really
they're
love
watching the
that
stream.
game, man. I'm done with my tasks. Like, I don't know what's going on with the game.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Matthew,
Yeah.
Among Us looks so fantastic. It's cool. Yeah, it's a really fun game. You can play it on your phone. You can play it on a Switch. You can play it on your PC. You can play it on anything. That's the beauty of it. Oh, Doug,
play
I
it
have to
on-
show you too. I sent Marina the video. There is a 3D version of. Did anyone vote for me? No, I'm dead. There's a 3D like VR version of this game, which is a mind fuck. Yeah, boot the person named me after. I think they're stream sniping. Not that I'm dead. Not really looking at anything.
Who's the person named who?
I think their name is me. Because they said like watching stream.
Oh,
You do it after this round.
yeah, I'll do that after this round. I don't have anything to do right now. I'm done with my tasks.
Yeah,
Like-
me too. No, I'm not. I have a task.
What do I do?
I've got task.
Doug, I bet you're not done with your tasks. I bet you're the type of person who's killed, and then you just stop doing anything.
It just floats around.
You know me all too well.
What's the year?
You're not helping the game, man.
Look, I'm here for the ambiance, okay? I'm not here for the competition.
Bro, I'm here to compete, man. I can't figure out who the fucking imposter is if we're not doing our fucking tasks.
My bad.
My
I
bad.
was gonna say
My
my
bad.
highlight of the show last night was our new guitar tech, TJ,
Yeah.
who was
Love that
awesome.
kid.
He's eventually
Oh,
gonna
he's
become
so-
he's gonna become a much better guitar player than me, and then just take my spot, and then I'll be his guitar
might.
tech.
Yeah, right. He's gonna do it with his own band. He's he's what, like 9?
9 years old.
Yeah,
Him and his buddy
9
are
years
starting
old.
to do covers. Like,
Yeah. He's in a band called Doomsday, which
Yeah,
is rad.
I like it, dude. My
Oh,
first
yeah.
band name wasn't that cool.
Hey,
Oh,
mine was
geez.
pretty cool.
Are we talking about our first band names?
Well,
Yeah,
we're talking
mine
about how,
was
like, you know how
pretty cool.
TJ's first band name was Doomsday. That's a pretty cool name actually for a
Yeah.
first band.
Name.
Great band name.
When it comes to probably, I mean, Marina, your first band name was kind of cringy.
What was yours? What was it, Marina?
It was Between Two Couches. Really bad band name. And let's just be honest. Like, let's get really real for a second. I was 16 and I joined a pre-existing band.
Oh,
Okay.
I was like,
They were-
you didn't greenlight that one.
No, and I asked a million times if we could like cancel it or whatever. I was like, I hate this band name. Like, I want to release music that we record, and we did, but like, I was like, please just let me change the band name. Like, people might actually listen to it if our band name doesn't suck. It was like, Between and then the number 2 Couches.
Nick, you and I are old. How many bands have you been in? Like seriously?
Serious ones: Jackson and
Yeah, yeah.
Traveler, Automatic 253, Aim for the Weekend, Joyride. Technically count Never Too Steep.
Yeah.
Mark Bray,
Staunton.
the Steel Toe Cowboys, Staunton.
Yeah.
Crashing Atlas, Mr. Blonde. If you can count
Yeah.
Mr. Blonde, that's a cover band.
Yeah.
I
don't care.
checked
That's
somewhere.
fine.
I'm somewhere at like 10. I want to say
Yeah,
I've been
10. Yeah.
in something
Yeah.
stupid.
I mean, I think you outbeat me in like serious bands. I think let's see here, what have I been in? My very first band was a band called Beyond Words.
That's cool. That's not too bad. Not as cool as
no.
Doomsday, but
No, it really wasn't, but yeah, it was cool. I like Beyond Words. What else was I in? I was in a band called Sound of Survival.
there you go.
Yeah, that was very metal. That's the band I was in that I met Felix in.
Oh, was it the one Boma was
That's
in
how-
that one?
Yep.
Okay,
Bomo was in
gotcha.
that band. Yeah, that's how Felix and I met. And the band was so terrible that him and I looked at each other one practice, and after we got done with a horrendous song, we looked at each other and we went, "You want to leave?" And keep in mind, Felix and I never talked in this band. We never talked, but we
Wait,
just
Felix
always had
talks?
this like unspoken thing. Yeah,
How
he's
did would ever even consider joining a metal band? Like,
right. And so Felix was the bassist of that band. Yeah.
Huh.
Crazy. Yeah.
that is
Celebrity
super
babies.
weird to me.
Yeah. It was an odd time, but you know, hey, that's if it wasn't for that moment, you know, we
Yeah.
wouldn't be sitting here.
Yeah.
Do you remember do you remember any of the songs that you wrote like when you were first starting?
Oddly
Or like any of
enough-
the earliest songs that you ever like recorded?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I have all my demos.
Bad.
I have
Oh,
all
yeah, I
my
do too.
demos.
Bad. And then I
I
listened back
don't.
to
They're
them. I'm
really
like,
bad.
oh
I had to
God.
get rid of them.
I had
Yeah.
one that
couldn't
that
stand
ended
it.
up.
I was like,
I had one I wrote that a band I was using. They ended up recording it 7 years after I had the part written, which was cool. Because eventually we were like looking at writing stuff, and I was like, I haven't got anything. I'm like, well, I sent the singer a link to a bunch of the demos, and he's like, dude, I really like this one. And that was when I was with Joyride. That's when we shot the music video with the bear in the woods. Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
That song. I wrote. That was one of the first 5 songs I've ever written. It was just the instrumentals.
That's cool.
I didn't do any of the,
That's cool.
la-la-las,
Yeah.
vocals. But
Crazy story though. That band Sound of Survival. Yeah, so you know
See you, Eddie.
the riff in the only ones that bam 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 bam.
Yep.
Like that was one of the first songs that I wrote for that band.
That's funny. That's a good riff. I like that.
I was like, that riff is just way too cool to not use in a good song.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of the time when I'm really like struggling to come up with stuff for CA stuff or whatever, I don't keep my demos, but I have like an entire notebook like of like 400 plus notes of just lyrics and lyric ideas from songs that I've written from like 16 to like now. And it's weird because I can just look back there and every once in a while just finding like a line or like a word in that or something that sticks out to me. I'm like, I'm gonna try, or like just some cool phrase. It just helps so much to kind of have like your old work
I
to
bet
reference
that's like
back
the
to.
vocalist version of, because it's like I'm trying to think like as a guitar player, I've never really. I guess I used to write tabs down at one point.
I can
I don't think I ever
not
did that.
with any of my
I
old
think-
demos.
I think I ever
You
did
know how
that.
much I hate scratch vocals, right, you guys? Like, you know how much whenever we have to play my scratch vocals, I cringe to the death of me. I hate it. It
Well,
drives
I
me
mean,
so nuts.
That's where it starts, though. I mean, I love hearing that stuff because that's how you get the progression. Like,
But the
there's
problem
very
is
few
I'm
songs.
not good at singing it yet. Like, whatever idea that I came up with, like,
Well,
I'm not
right.
good at and I haven't
But-
figured out how I want to sing it.
But you're
That's
not
why I
gonna
hate
be. You're not gonna
No,
be. I
but
mean,
you,
like,
you find out, like, how you want to do stuff and that you practice it
yeah.
before the studio time. And then once I get in the studio and I've, like, really sat with it for a while, like, I feel way more ready to go. But like whenever I like just write something down and then I have to record it right off the bat, I'm like, oh, this sounds so like not how I want it to sound. It's so stressful.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Fucks me up creatively.
Yeah.
Are you guys excited to demo some more? I'm kind of scared.
I'm excited. The last one we did was awesome. I think
Yeah.
the last.
Yeah.
I actually think that one's gonna turn out really good. I got a good feeling about it.
Yeah, I do too. I like that one.
We have Henry Bilu saying yo. We have Deborah saying
Yo.
hi from South Orange, New Jersey. There you go, fellow Jerseyan.
Jerseyan.
Matthew King Alexander, listening to Crash and Alice inspires me to make my own band more than I used to years ago. I need to get more motivation. Hey, music is great, whether or not it's a band or just something you're doing to fill that creative outlet.
Yeah,
It's always great to do. No matter, regardless if you're trying to do it super serious or not. I think music's just a good. I think everyone should do something musically. It's just a cool outlet.
If you feel connected to music, you should try and like do something with it. Even like learning how to play your favorite songs, I feel like just makes it. That's how I started playing. Like I was scared to write at first because I didn't really know how to like play my instruments very well. So I just started off with cover stuff all the time, and it like was really nice. I was like. I was like in high school, you know, I was like angsty as shit. So I'd be like, oh my God, this like Pierce the Veil song is really speaking to me today. And I'd go home and I'd try to learn it because I was like, oh, this is my favorite song right now. That was definitely how I got started.
Yeah. We got a question from Great1290 on Twitch. How do you guys figure out a theme for a song? Is it a dartboard, manatees with balls, or something else? I like your South Park reference.
That's amazing.
Instead of manatees, we use our drummer Paul with a ball.
It's so true.
It's
so true.
tough. It
I mean-
depends on the song. Yeah, I guess.
Honestly, like I'm not gonna lie, some songs like really pop out to you like more than others on what you want to write about. Like I remember with The Only Ones, like do you guys remember how that song started? We had the verses and I wanted it to be this song about like dystopia.
Mhm.
That's kind of what like I thought the instrumental really evoked. I was like, I want to write some kind of a song about like a dystopian society. And we just kept on with that inspiration.
Yeah.
Whereas other songs like Nothing Left, like those only came together circumstantially, where like we were in a room together and we were like, we should really write a song about like our experience as a band and just like our relationships. And that one kind of just came like it had to happen like at the right time. But
Well,
like
sir-
The Only Ones was planned, like, and so was Kerosene. Kerosene was one of those ones like we had ideas before we got into the studio about kind of what we wanted it to be like. Whereas like I don't know, like Who Are You Now? Like I don't think we had any fucking clue what we were doing with Big Riff.
Yeah, that was the working title of it, was Big Riff. So two of the funniest stories I could think of was Graveyard, because Graveyard we didn't have a theme until I believe it was Felix had that synth pad that just sounded haunting, and I correct me if I'm wrong on it. I wasn't there that day, but like Felix had this like synth patch that just sounded spoopy, and then that made the song spoopy.
Yeah, it did, and then as soon as he laid that down, because we had that track, that was like the first demo that we had on this record, and I feel like when he did that, right when that got laid down, Marina like heard that, and correct me if I'm wrong, it felt like 20 minutes he wrote those lyrics.
It was so fast. Like
Yeah.
it came out immediately because you know what? I had been sitting with this demo the whole year. Like it was
Yeah.
the first one you guys finished besides Temporary. Like I think it was the
Mhm.
Yeah.
second right
Yep.
after Temporary. And I had been working on it for so long. Like I remember it being like the beginning of the record cycle and we had like miles and miles to go. And I came up with a bunch of different like lyric ideas about like despair and like anguish and shit like that, but like all of it seemed kind of like cheesy because I just didn't have a proper direction. It was just like a heavy guitar riff and like nothing else to really like give me an idea of where to go with it. That synth patch, like it fucking changed. You're right, dude. It came out in 20 minutes. It was, and you listen to the song and it's like, it doesn't seem like it would take that long to write either. It's a
Yep.
pretty like, it's our most simple chorus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, it didn't take that long, but I still love that song so much. I remember how that came together and it was just like so exciting because I was so pissed that like I couldn't come up with any good ideas for this really, really cool demo that you guys were sending me.
That one was cool. I think the only ones was one that the way that came together. I think we had like an idea for it, but the way it actually kind of came together was that's still one of the funniest moments I think in the studio. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. I guess it's a very dependent thing. So what we try and do to not influence the writing process for Marina with it is when Doug and I work on instrumentals, we come up with the weirdest, most strange working titles. Because like I feel like if we write a song and we call it like Blood Decapitation Moose Punch or something, people are gonna think it's just a heavy song. So we like all of our like song titles were like bouncy or big riff or that kind of stuff, and we just kind of came up with a little vibe with it. And that was Side stick.
You guys had Exhale because of the Exhale. Every time I say this song is called Sanity and Madness, you guys look at it's called Exhale.
Right.
It's so funny. Like, and it really annoys me because you still have Big Riff and Exhale in the thing as like the names of the songs, and I'm like, I don't really think about them like that anymore. Like they totally just own the lyrical title, but you guys are like, nope, it's Exhale.
Right. Yeah. That was
so annoying.
That one. We got the name Exhale actually from the synth patch that we used when we came up with that, which I thought was kind of funny. That was based off the Exhale VST plugin we used. So yeah. Great One 290. CA goes metal when. It's funny. This was the whole album as a whole. Even our softest songs, I think, have some pretty rip and fast parts, which is cool. Lots of.
I mean, nothing's impossible for us. I mean, I feel like us as a band, there's not anything that I guess we wouldn't touch.
Yeah.
Like I feel like we're pretty open on things that we would want to do in the band, and I feel like on this record we kind of found out what we definitely like to do, between the four of us, because that's like the most important thing is like writing something that like all four of us are like looking at each other like, yeah, that's cool. Like
ironically the most metal thing I think we've ever done is this cover we're working on next, because it's pretty like Paul whipped out some Iron Maiden style like gallops and shit. I was like, all right.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Dude, it's definitely the most thing I've ever recorded like vocally. Like I remember like when I was like a kid and stuff, I tried to record screams and shit like that, but it came off like pretty juvenile because like I just did not know what I was doing at all. Right. But with this one, like, oh my god, I think all of us, like Doug hasn't gotten a chance to, but he's definitely going to. Like all of us are kind of on this thing, which is gonna be like
there's 19 parts in the normal song, and it's to me like this song felt pretty. It's nice after coming from working on so many original songs to do like a cover where we can just be more experimental and there's less pressure.
I feel like it's a different kind of like level of creative that we get to play with, where it's like we have like our our walls basically. Like here's where the box is kind of laying out its, you know, whatever, its walls. But like we can kind of do whatever we want within the part, and kind of like stretch the walls a little bit. But it's easier to go off of an idea that you know how it's supposed to be and you know how you want it to be, rather than you don't know how it's supposed to be and you don't know how you want it to be, which is writing music.
Yeah.
It's like all the time just so much uncertainty.
I think the originals and covers both kind of, they're like different. They have their own unique challenges. Like when we did that More Than a Feeling cover, or anytime you do a cover of something that's pretty iconic, there's so much pressure on you to do it justice. But at the same time too, it's like the parts are there. You have the parts of the successful song, so it's like walking the line between making it yours and not removing what makes the song great to begin with. And that's got its own like stress, versus like when we're doing the original stuff where it's all in our hands. We, you know, the melodies, the rhythms, all the stuff. It's kind of neat.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you're right about the More Than a Feeling thing, and like especially with this song too, because we're working on This Is Halloween from Nightmare Before Christmas, and I really like when we get to choose these kind of like more like challenging tunes. I know there's a lot of other bands that are like kind of our that can put out so much more content quickly because they go for the simple stuff, which we have done and we will do and we enjoy doing, but also like this is just, I think, a little more creatively fulfilling to work on songs like this.
Yeah.
It was a really fun cover to do, at least for me, because I like have been jamming that song all summer, and I liked our take on it a lot. But it also
I did
was
too.
It's a pop song, and it was easy. That's what
that was
liked
one of the
about it, too.
easiest covers to do. I think the only real change we made, aside from just like the tones on it, was that end chorus thing, which I think was such a cool idea, because we were originally going to double that last chorus. I can't remember. I think it was Doug. You might have been saying we'll do half of one or something, and I think it ended up like, I don't know, because it was very like Fall Out Boyish, where we like
I thought that part, like that kind of just that made it like our own. Like that's that. My biggest thing, like with
part of the cover is
obviously the worst thing you can do with a cover is like as a band that's like coming into your own is like not make the cover your own.
Yeah.
Like, I mean the song was already written the way that it was written. And like you got to do something that makes it okay. Why should I listen
to your version instead of the original?
Exactly. Why is Crashing Atlas covering this? Like what makes it Crashing Atlas? So like that's what I think about like every time we do one.
Yeah. It's this pretty cool, fun line to walk where it's like you can make some creative decisions. And the Good For You one I thought was one of the easier covers we did that didn't you know, because I think it translated so well.
I'd like to work on another easy one soon. Like we were talking about doing a collaboration with another YouTuber and doing like kind of like an Avril Lavigne song or something, kind of simple, because like collaborations always come with a little more complication. Nothing set in stone, just ideas that we're coming up with for like future projects and stuff while we're writing. And I do look forward to doing stuff like that too, because it's just kind of like, I don't know. It's less stress. Like when I think about having to like go into the vocal booth and do Nightmare Before Christmas, like that shit's terrifying. That's not like some pop song that I can just like.
Especially because that song itself is like 9 different singers, and
yeah,
we had to get pretty creative with how we do it, because you can't change too much or else it's not the same. You know, that song was pretty interesting.
I'm not gonna lie though, like whenever I looked up other covers of that song to kind of get some inspiration for how I could creatively move it, you know, I think ours turned out the best. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I've seen some really cool covers of that song online, but I think ours is gonna be awesome. Like, I don't want to talk us up too much, but even
I think especially once we get some of these guitar parts like real tight, it's gonna be real cool. I'm really excited for that, just because there's so much space for cool like counter melodies and stuff like that. Like I'm stoked on that. We have Jeremy Plur saying this weekend was fun. I got to see We the Kings for $10. That's a great price to see them. I haven't seen them in a bit.
Dang, what is that? Those are like 2007 prices.
Yeah, right.
I saw them in a award fair once.
Yeah.
Great one. 290 says y'all's covers so far have been pretty good so far. Jeremy Plur, I love the covers you guys do. And then Great One said just find 9 different Marina. Well, one's already a
I
pain in the
kind of,
ass.
brought out 9
I
different
can't.
marinas.
Yeah, right. I don't know if I could.
can't do it.
Honestly, we would never be able to play gigs because we'd be stopping to pee all the time.
What the fuck up, bitch? Oh my god.
We
Could
can-
you
we
imagine
can't-
9 times as many stops on Starbucks and the
Dude.
bathroom?
I was just saying we can't afford that Starbucks bill, man.
You guys love me so much. Don't even lie. Don't even fucking lie. Great road trip material.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're fun
well-
on the road trips. It's just when we're not
You
road
really
tripping.
are.
That's the problem. It's when we're in the bathrooms in the Starbucks.
It's gas station stops.
And it wasn't
I'm
even
a
pumpkin
vocal-
spice season, so I couldn't really get too stoked.
Okay, let us be real here. I'm a vocalist. I need to hydrate. Second of all, you guys had me playing my first ever like 4-hour gig. Like,
Yeah,
and that was such a far drive.
it was a far
Like, come on now. Come on now.
Kyle Miller, my favorite
Sorry.
cover y'all did was East Side. I actually like your version better than the actual song. I agree with you, actually. I like ours better, too.
Me too.
What I wanted to do with Good For You, though, I wanted it to be like East Side.
The East Side
know?
cover was the first song we actually did with Marina. Fun fact. It
Yeah.
was awesome.
Well, I'll say it up and down. I think the reason East Side did so well is, I mean, the point I made before, we made that thing our own.
Yeah.
It was our own, and I just don't think that there was much room as far as like the two covers that I can think of that, like, it's not that we missed the mark or nothing, because I don't think we missed the mark on any of them, but like with like More Than a Feeling and then Good For You, I don't think those two covers, there just wasn't much room to make it our own.
I like agree to an extent, mostly with Good For You. With More Than a Feeling, when I listened to our cover, like I approached it so different vocally, you know, than that song is originally done. It's usually so much slower and like soft spoken almost in the verses. I came at it with like a really full voice throughout the whole song. And so when I listen to my version versus like, you know, Boston's version, I definitely can see a huge difference. But I agree with you that the structure and like the integrity of the song, we couldn't really like shift much because it's a rock song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were interesting. I also know Good For You, we were definitely on more of a time crunch, so a little bit of insight on behind the scenes with stuff. For us to get a song totally out, especially when we're trying to get a video for it, people are like, why does it take bands so long to write albums? It's just you sit down, make a song, and record it. There's a shitload of stuff that happens to get a video ready and do the editing, and I know we were kind of like on a bit of a time crunch because you want to release a song while it's relevant, right? You know, especially like Good For You, and
Yeah.
it's such a
Well,
it's such a tough thing getting things out there and quickly.
You know what the worst part about releasing that song was, well, first of all, we felt like on a time crunch for this video, and I should have really considered the fact that the song was going to remain relevant for many more weeks. I think we were more concerned with getting it out before other bands did covers of it, and we were rushing through to make that happen, which we did, but I think other bands were able to get their video done better than we did. We had it done like on a day where we were already exhausted, and we didn't really have a good location lined up. All this crap, like, and also the album was coming out like within a couple weeks of that cover coming out, which I thought would benefit us, but I actually think it would have been better if we had just put the cover out after the album came out. I think we just didn't want it to take away attention from the album, but doing that kind of took attention away from the thing.
The
It's
hardest thing about
difficult.
that was shooting the video the same day as our photo shoot, because that was a sweaty photo shoot. And then the video itself was also, it was just sweaty. It was a sweaty day.
I feel like I
Ready.
lost 4 pounds that day.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yep.
But Good For You, I really like doing it because I mean I think it proved, because we were so busy working on the album, it
Mhm.
proved that if we have a task, we can get it accomplished really quickly.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that was definitely this day, and we cranked it out pretty quickly, all things considered.
everybody made it work. Everybody made it happen. And I'm still getting good feedback on that song. People like our cover.
Yeah.
It's not as popular as some of the other ones.
I liked it. I think it was a fun cover.
Yeah.
It's
it's
fun.
fun.
It's just it's a fun song.
Yeah, for
Did you
sure.
guys see on the, I guess the news of that is they are what's it called? They gave
Oh, the
Haley
Paramore
Williams and
song?
Paramore writing credits on that song.
You know,
Yeah,
the more I look into it, the more like I agree with Doug that I think it's just a little bit like ridiculous. But I don't think it's Paramore's fault. I think it's their publisher that just wants a piece of that Olivia Rodrigo money.
Yeah, I would assume that might be part of it, because when you're in a band as big as Paramore, like there's just so much more that goes on behind the scenes that has nothing to do with the members. But because when you're part of that machine, everybody wants a piece. So when they sniff something out, like they're like, oh, that kind of sounds like that. Here's our chance to get another paycheck, and you're a part of that. Which I think it's just totally wrong. I think it devalues, the creative process, because I mean, if that was the case, man, like how come you don't hear anything about like today's like mumble rap, like
Yeah.
how come people aren't getting sued for that? Because it's like everything is just like it coexists. It's like the same beat, the same cadence. Like how come everybody isn't suing everybody in that realm?
Yeah, or like you've seen the same thing with like blues and stuff too, where it's like, how long has 12-bar blues existed?
That's why they're called standards, bro.
Yeah, that's one thing I never quite made sense to me. Like my thing is like you copied
like
the melody or you didn't. You can't copy a chord progression.
Right. Yeah, it's almost like hymns. Like they just exist. Like stop suing people. Like I mean, look, the whole the things that are like automatic. Like Queen had every right to sue Vanilla Ice. Every right. They stole it. They stole the sample. It was a blatant like ripoff. But the good for you thing, like beyond the structure and just like how the solo was kind of like structured, I really didn't see anything, and I think it's almost like it's almost offensive, because it's like because Olivia Rodrigo is like looked at like this up and coming female performer, and that's why it got pushed to that Paramore realm, which is like the laziest thing ever. It just is. Like I hate when we get, it's like, don't get me wrong, I love Paramore, but I hate when people like compare us to Paramore. It's like,
yeah,
well, that's part of the problem though, is like, and here's the thing is, as a vocalist who takes a lot of inspiration from Hayley Williams, and I always wanted to sing like her, but not just like her, but like Kelly Clarkson and like Pink and like Avril Lavigne and other like belters of that era. But people see like rock band and they think like Hayley Williams, because she was just like the rock girl of that whole thing, her and like Avril Lavigne and shit, and like of the pop rock era. And I mean, I agree that Good For You shares a lot of qualities with Misery Business, but when you play the songs side by side, like, let's just be frank here, like Misery Business is just a better song. It's just a better song. It has more interesting songwriting in it.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
It's got really cool drumming, which Good For You does not. It has a guitar solo. Good For You does not have that.
It's got a more like it's got the most iconic riff of the 2000s.
There was a video Adam Neely just dropped on the similarities between it, and like there's certain like tendencies it has like it, and certain and basically why they feel similar, because they always going down to this interval before they start the chorus, and like it was pretty interesting actually. But yeah, I still think like this is the issue when people go to court for like music shit like that, where it's like I feel like the average juror isn't a musician, and it's like, I don't know. Do I think it sounds kind of like, was she maybe feeling a Misery Business vibe when she was writing it? Maybe.
Dude, I mean, how many songs you said that about though when we're writing? We're like, this feels like this song. Like, this is everything that I like about this song. Like, there's a song on our album that I told them from the beginning. I said, this really reminds me of this Pierce the Veil song. And Pierce the Veil is one of my favorite bands. And I told them from the beginning, I was like, it doesn't sound like this song. It just gives me the same feeling as this song. Which I think Good For You and Misery Business, like, are almost in the same realm there. And I don't know, man. Like, I think people just aren't able to analyze like the qualities of each musical instrument enough to be like, okay, we're not stealing any vocal melodies, we're not stealing any guitar melodies, we're not stealing like specific BPM. We're not stealing your exact chord
And
structure.
there's nothing wrong
like,
with like finding a song that you like, that you dig, that you know. Do we want to also call that a game? We're down. The room lobby's about empty. We can call that a
Yeah,
game if we
yeah.
want.
I'm good.
All right, so I just want to say thank you guys all for hanging out on the stream. If you haven't yet, if you are on YouTube, check us out on Facebook and Twitch. If you're on Twitch, we're on Facebook and YouTube. And if you're on Facebook, check us out on Twitch and YouTube. We post all different content on each one of the different sites. We use them all for different things. We'd love to hang out with you on each of them. Marina, give us a sign off.
Peace.
See you guys.
That was the worst one. I'm just kidding. Okay, I'll do a real. Thank you
God.
guys so much for watching our stream. We are Crashing Atlas. Please check out our music and our merch and video thing. If you liked it, please subscribe on whatever platform you're looking at us on, and we can't wait to see you again soon.
Later.
Good night.